2 years ago, this scenario seemed impossible, but it's real now. Michkov will make his NHL debut this season with the Flyers. That's very exciting. He's the best prospect the team has had in a long time, and he could have a massive impact on the franchise. Michkov has some great strengths. His hockey sense projects as elite. That quality, on his own, is enough to believe that he could score a lot in his draft year and battle for the Calder. But like every rookie, he will face some challenges. The NHL style of play will clash with his own game in some ways, and he may have to adapt to the demands of the coaching staff. We have another video on this channel that presents all of Michkov's strengths. This is a game analysis. We're going to break down one of his best performances in the KHL this season against a strong opposition. We're going to look once again at his many strengths, but also how his game translates to the NHL and the things he will have to work on to become an elite player in the league. It's false to say that Michkov doesn't have any defensive ability. He does pursue the puck hard sometimes, and he's capable of stealing passes. In this shift, he moves up on the forecheck as F3 and pressures the puck carrier. An opponent prevents him from taking a better angle in his pressure, so the opposition moves the puck inside space and then to his zone. Michkov then descends to help his defenseman on the back wall. He swarms the opponent and gets the puck back. He tries to move it across to his teammate, which is a good play, but he misses his pass and the puck bounces to the other team again after he passes to another teammate. These plays are just hiccups. They don't matter. The decisions were actually good. It's what happens after that's more important, as it shows Michkov's playstyle and mentality. His teammates don't have control of the puck yet, but he's already trying to break out. He leaves the zone completely. We'll see this sort of play quite often from Michkov in this video. His KHL team probably lets him attack early like this, hoping for a breakaway pass to him. But this is not a play he will be able to make at the NHL level. Michkov is a hard gambler on the ice. When faced with a choice between playing conservatively or going for a steal and create a scoring chance out of it, he tends to go for it. And he doesn't always have the motor necessary to get back into play after a miss. Like here, Michkov sees his teammate miss and he heads straight for the puck carrier. The play leads to a 3-on-2 the other way, but the other team doesn't create anything out of it. All 5 opponents appear in the picture as the play settles in the defensive zone. But Michkov is still not there. He circled away to the offensive zone as soon as he saw his teammate get the puck back. He anchors the defense far away, creating space in the neutral zone for his team to attack. His teammate bounces the puck off of him, and Michkov then manages a pass through the stretched out defense, creating a scoring chance. Michkov's greatest qualities are his abilities to find space, time himself with the play, and get open in the right spot for teammates. This shift is a good example. His team forechecks and they turn the puck over. Michkov climbs above the puck. That's partly to safeguard his team if the puck turns over. But if I'm guessing, that's also to prepare a scoring chance and have the right body positioning to catch and fire a puck if a pass comes from the half wall. He attacks the hole between defenders, turns at just the right angle, and he almost gets a great scoring chance. Michkov is always thinking one step ahead. When the puck is moving between teammates, he's already repositioning so that he can be in the perfect spot to catch a pass from the teammate that's about to receive the puck. And he's very aware of his own support too. He used to force a ton of low percentage plays in his draft year, but last season he got better at managing the puck and at slowly building plays. NHL teams are not allowing players to gamble as much as Michkov does. But what's interesting about these plays is how his mind works. It's fully in anticipation. He's looking to create and leverage every single advantage he can on the ice to generate more offense. Like here, he's moving behind teammates, hoping for a turnover. His goal in the NHL won't be to shut down that anticipation part of his game completely, but to calibrate it so that he comes out ahead more often than not in his choices. He's going to have to pick and choose his runs up the ice and into space more carefully, and learn to read when he can move ahead of the play and when he should safeguard his team and work on his defensive game. His team is cycling the puck in the offensive zone here. Michkov is in the corner. He gets the puck and passes it back to his teammate behind the net. KHL teams often use these perimeter passes to establish their presence in the zone. His team loses the puck, and this is a good defensive sequence from Michkov. The difference here is that he knows he's not the last man back, and that his teammates would be at a numbers disadvantage if he didn't backcheck. So he sprints ahead of his man and drops very low in the zone, acting as a sort of center until he gets back to his winger position. He shades toward the wall, probably to catch a rim if there's a breakout. And then he makes another gamble here. He goes to double pressure the opponent at the top of the zone, again trying to create a breakaway pass. He lets his own coverage fly behind him. This play could have turned badly for him with a pass into space here, but the shot gets blocked and it almost creates a 3-on-1 the other way. When watching elite prospects like Michkov, you always have to keep in mind that they may be reading some deeper cues than most players. Like here, Michkov could have seen the opponent's posture and head, that he was looking to shoot, and that he didn't see his teammate coming in behind. He was not really positioning to make a pass, so Michkov chose to pressure, thinking he had an advantage there. His NHL coach may not let him make hyper-aggressive reads like this. He may prefer that Michkov plays it safer so close to his net, even if he sees something that others don't. That may reduce his effectiveness, or maybe his talent for anticipating will prove so great that he will get a lot more leeway than most players. We'll see how it plays out. We also have to separate the times where Michkov does fly the zone based on his own reads, and the times where he does it based on his team system. Like here, his team recovers the puck, so he slashes ahead to be a pass option for his teammate, but more so to stretch the defense, drag the weak side defenseman with him across the ice, and create space for his teammate underneath to activate. He does a really good job of this, and then manages his one-on-one with the defenseman well, keeping a deceptive posture and dragging him along until he can attempt a pass to his teammate attacking the slot. And he makes one last aggressive read, coming down as F3 into the slot as he sees his teammate creating a turnover on their forecheck. He turns the play into a goal. One of Michkov's biggest talents is his ability to time his drive in the slot with the play of teammates. This one doesn't turn into a goal, but it could easily have if his teammate handled the puck better on the back wall. Michkov didn't sprint to the area. He controlled his skating, used slight heel pushes to slow himself down to arrive in front of the net just as his teammate turned to pass. He comes back in the defensive zone, and we see him try the same stretch breakout. His teammates don't have full control of the puck yet, but he's already in the neutral zone. The second time he drives up ice, he gets the puck, spins while catching it, and makes this play. Once again, Michkov is highly aware of teammates all around him. If they are open in a better spot than he is, he will find them with a pass, especially in transition like this. He's always looking to use rush trailers, because he knows they often arrive in the zone with less checking pressure and more space to make plays. We see another example here. He enters, breaks, and looks for support across the ice, creating another great scoring chance. In this shift, we again see his rush playmaking. Michkov skates back to the defensive zone. Here he doesn't fly the zone because he's on the strong side and he has to be an option for his defenseman handling the puck. He receives a really bad pass. It bounces off his skate and Michkov drops down to recover defensively. His teammate gets the puck and Michkov attacks up ice. He gets the puck from his teammate, runs around his coverage, and completes the give and go with a great slot pass. There are many interesting details here. First, Michkov's drive. He starts by taking a route that would lead him behind the defender, but then he deceptively changes direction. He sees that his teammate is skating along the board with another defender closing on him and that there's space open in the middle. Michkov anticipates that his teammate will cut to the middle and he runs behind his teammate to offer a passing option. The play creates some space for both players to enter the zone, and it also creates a lane for Michkov to take the puck deeper. And then look at his head. He has his eyes fixed on the goalie. That's high-level deception here, and he still makes a precise feed to the slot. He gets the puck back and finds a teammate again. And then, to remain an option for teammate, he moves to the slot and to the back wall. Michkov makes some good plays on the forecheck here, but he stops pressuring the puck right after. He stays behind, hoping that his teammate can cut a pass, get it back to him, and that he can complete a tic-tac-toe play. He's seeing the potential plays ahead here, but he's again gambling with very low odds. This is a short shift, but a nice pass from Michkov. With his playmaking skills, Michkov could become a good quarterback from the half wall on the power play. He's always deceptive, selling one play when he wants to make another, and he can read instantly which lanes are open or closed. He can score or pass, and that makes him dangerous and hard to figure out for the defense. This is another defensive shift. His team tries to exit the zone, but their passes fail. Michkov had a couple of good defensive recoveries in previous shifts, but in this one he misses the mark. There's a point shot from the top that deflects to his own coverage, but he's off his angle because he skated too far back, so he can't block or really pressure the next point shot, and it turns into a grade A scoring chance. Michkov follows that mistake with a great offensive shift, showing most of his strengths. His team intercepts the puck, they pass it to him, and he makes a nice catch in movement, and he turns that play into a rush shot. The other team attempts to break out, and his team recovers the puck at the defensive line again. They regroup. Watch Michkov and the route he takes here. He circles deep with his teammate and then drives the other side of the ice. He stays inside space, controls his speed, catches the puck, and makes another great cutback delay play here. Most other players would probably have turned back immediately after entering the zone here. But Michkov wants to make a better play for his teammate, so he drives completely inside the defender's space. By driving deeper like this, he gives his teammate a better and longer runway to the slot, and he also attracts a second defender on himself. These are the sort of details that make Michkov the player he is. His game has some flash. He's going to attempt yet another Michigan play in just a few seconds. But honestly, it's not really his skill that makes him so interesting. He's a high-end stick handler, but he's not as dynamic or fluid in his movements as a player like Connor Bedard, for example. He won't be rushing the puck across zones and dangling defenders in the NHL as often. What makes Michkov so great is his ability to prepare his moves 2 steps ahead, with and without the puck. We've seen plenty of examples already in this video, and they're all taken from a single game. Some of the plays Michkov relied on at the KHL level to create offense won't work in the NHL. He's going to have to stay above the puck more often, and he won't be able to stretch the defense, slow down the game, and make plays to the back layers of the attack as often. Because of this, Michkov may need more time than some expect to adjust to the NHL game and score up to his potential. But in the end, his hockey sense should prevail. As long as he's receptive to coaching, he's going to be able to find spots in the game where he can move ahead of the play and create advantages for himself and his team. His hockey sense is elite, and when projecting a prospect, that's the ability that matters the most, and that is the most predictive of success. If Michkov manages to play well within the Flyers' structure, and if the coaching staff gives him some leeway inside that structure to play his style of game, he should become the frontrunner for the Calder. Over the long term, his impact should only grow, and his name could feature among the top scorers in the league. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. You can also check out eprinkside.com for more prospect analysis.